Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, I want to do a quick video about goal setting. Goal setting is an area that I think a lot of people misunderstand and don't do very well. It's certainly something that I have struggled with over the years. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about goal setting and how to do that a little bit better. One of the things that really frustrates me, if I can talk, it works even better, with goal setting is a lot of people use goals that are results based. And I I used to do that as well. I'm going to close this many deals a year, blah, blah, blah. The problem is if you have that as your goal, as opposed to your activities to get there, then it just becomes a dream or a hallucination, for lack of better phrasing. Instead, I think a lot better goal is activity based. And I want to share a couple books that talk about this. The first one is called Atomic Habits. A guy named James Clear wrote this book. It's a really good book. I highly suggest you get it. It talks a lot about activity-based goals. Another book that I started reading lately is called Think Like a Word. Darren Donnelly wrote that book. And that book talks about letting go of the results. In this real estate profession, especially, people have goals that they want to achieve. But then what happens is let me think how to say this. They are too focused on the results, instead of focusing on the activities to get the results. In that book by Mr. Donnelly, he talks about, these football coaches and how the good coaches, don't even think about having a winning season. They think about the activities that will lead them to success. And they actually measure their success, not by the win-loss record, which everybody else measures it by, but by what their players are doing to achieve that. So how do we do that? How do we create goals that are activity-based instead of based on results? I think it's actually easier personally to break that down into weekly goals. And one of the big things I've done lately is breaking things down into weekly goals. So for example, this week, my goal is 2 YouTube videos, which is one of them, and a blog post, which I already completed this week. And I hold myself accountable. No excuses. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 2 YouTube videos and 1 blog post. And right now it's 4:45 on a Friday afternoon, and I'm just pushing through this to get this done because I know that it's important to me to get these goals done. And here's the interesting thing, when you think about that, it's like not that hard, 2 YouTube videos and a blog post, but over the course of a year, that's, what is that, 104 videos and 52 blog posts. It actually sounds like a lot more when it's over a year, but when you do it over a week, it doesn't seem quite as bad. One other thing I've done is I've hired a coach to do accountability coaching with me. And definitely, if you can have an accountability partner, whether it's a coach, spouse, somebody in your office or whatever, I think that also makes your goal setting a lot easier. So those are some goal setting tips. I'd like to find out what your thoughts are on goal setting. What are you doing to reach your goals? Leave a comment below. I'd really like to know your thoughts. Thanks.